And welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Nenagh Open. It's time for the quarterfinals on Sunday night. See who's going to punch their way into the Final Four on Bank Holiday Championship Monday. We've got a great rematch from the round-robin phase. Callum Beersford taking on Michael Judge. It's David Burney in the booth, joined by Rodney Goggins. How you doing, Rodney?
All good, David. Thanks for having me again. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to look at this match. Some great matches this evening, aren't there, in the quarterfinals?
Yeah, I think I remember correctly. There has been a lot of snooker in the tournament. That Callum actually raced ahead 3-0 on Mike Judge.
That's right.
In the round robin stage.
The opening session on Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. That's right. And I wasn't here on Thursday, and I played it back for myself on Thursday night.
And then Mike roared back and got 2 frames, made it a little nervous for the young Callum, but Callum was able to get that 6th frame. And ironically enough, if you tuned in previously, Michael Judge again was down 2 frames to 0 on Sivan Sokolowski, but Mike found something and just roared 4 frames in a row to take that match and book himself into the quarterfinals.
We have a final on table 5 of the second tournament. Andy McCloskey from America against Aaron Goldrick from Cavan, Ireland. Andy originally from, this is his home club originally, New Institute, Nenagh.
And we're on the Ox Billiards YouTube page. Other match on the channel, we have 2 channels going, is Brendan O'Donoghue taking on Sean Gray. So chat is open and lively. You got any comments, any questions, feel free to fire them our way. If you want to let us know where you're tuning in from. This great tournament has seen players come from America, Poland, Ukraine, Belgium, England, Northern Ireland, and definitely the majority of the field is Irish, as we are in the wonderful and beautiful, quaint little town of Nenagh, Ireland. This is a best of 7, so winner needs to get 4 frames to the good to put themselves into the semifinals.
I'm really excited to see this match. After Thursday's match, both played in where the tables were it was their first match. I'm sure it'll be a different match tonight. Both players will be feeling sharp, confident.
Callum actually the only player in the round of 16 to have a whitewash victory.
That's right. There was a lot of tight matches, wasn't there? In the 2 sessions of the last 16. We have an All-Ireland clash as well. Davy Morris is playing Davy Morris from Kilkenny against Dublin. Finglas' Joe Delaney. 2 former pros and 2 real good friends of each other.
I believe that match is on the AMC Q Sports Facebook page. No, I'm getting corrected by our tournament director. Is it just... We're just going to be switching to it. So, get 2 for the price of 1 on this channel. Well, Mick Judge is in first.
Michael will be acutely aware how important a quick start will be tonight. And he could be breaking this match down even as simple as this first frame. Just to win it.
And Martin, I'm not sure of Martin's last name, but he is our referee at the table.
Martin Kelly.
Thank you, Rodney.
Do you know what's interesting, David? 8 players left. It's very difficult to call a winner. Now, you'd have your favourites. You have seen a lot. And Christian would have seen a lot of snooker. You would favour one or two still, but you wouldn't be putting your house on them.
Yeah, I haven't seen how the bracket shapes up, but I feel definitely the local Brendan O'Donoghue's got to be a big favorite, as well with Davy Morris. But I'd be afraid of the man in this match if he can get through it, Callum Beersford. I like what I've seen from him. He's got a good head on him.
I think the bottom half is Michael and Callum will play the winner of Joe Delaney and Davy Morris. Davy was number 2 seeds. Brendan was number 1 seed. So Brendan O'Donoghue match with Sean Gray. The winner of that will play Johnny Farrell or Daniel Wormsley.
Yeah, Daniel's a tough competitor. We could have 2 Irish and 2 English in the semifinals.
Yeah. Ooh. Be disappointed with that. It's the easy shots that really kill you. 37 break though. Callum was concentrating a lot on covering that red over by the yellow with the brown. And that's safety. Great length. Very good from Michael. the winner of this event, picking up an incredible €7,000. That's an incredible prize for amateur snooker. Runner-up gets 3,000. €1,500 for the semi-finalists. 750 for the losers for tonight, and 325 for the last 16. So effectively, you're doubling your money each round.
And I think if you got to the last 16, you get your entry back, because I believe it was at €300.
Right. Yeah. I think you're on 325 for the last 16. And also there's €500 for the high break, which currently is held by two players. Daniel Merrigan from Roadstone Dublin and Davy Morris from Kilkenny with a 138. Great white from Michael. Black ball coming into play. No easy run-offs with red up in bulk. Might have to go to the right hand cushion here and nestle into them reds. And even that is treacherous. Just rolled into the individual red.
Could be a chance here for Callum. It's got red into the left middle. Fortunately, there's another red that's blocking the blue. But both colors are open.
One.
It's nice to see we have a few supporters in the room for the players.
It's been great all last 3 days, hasn't it, Dave? Good crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Five.
Yeah, it seemed like maybe a couple nights ago, maybe the climax of the group stage, it was certainly buzzing in here.
Yeah. That was an extremely busy night. Friday night. Ooh.
Callum Beresford, 5.
Yeah, Callum needs to just tighten the screws a little tighter. Want to be straight into the pocket. Start hitting horns, it's a chance that the pocket will refuse it.
Sorry, Mike, just give me a minute. How do I go back to? I want to take the 55 off that. I was supposed to give you 5, not 55.
It was 41.
Yeah, he was on 41. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay, that's it. Lovely. Thanks.
Our referee just confirming with both players there. Just a few players might be new to the tablet scoring system that our crew brings in, so we can give up-to-date scoring for all you people at home. I think we will have designated scorekeepers in the semi and finals, so they'll be able to keep the points in real time as it happens. Whereas right now, we're in a stage where the players will be putting up their break when it comes to a conclusion.
7.
Makes Rodney and I have to do a little bit of arithmetic, a little memory.
Get the calculators out. Whoever wins this event, like in most snooker events, but especially this weekend's event, still a lot of fires to go through, I feel.
Now, what would be the next step, would you think, for the winner of this in the amateur world over here, Rodney?
It's difficult to know because for instance, let's say if it's Callum or Daniel, that gives them not great financial freedom, but gives them a little bit of freedom financially for this season. 7 grand is a nice lump sum. For instance, Q School and Q Tours don't have to be worrying about where's the prize or the money is coming for, a couple of months down the line. For the older ones, like, they're not going to go back onto I can't see like Joe or Mick going over to Q School, so it just gives them a year of probably playing amateur tournaments in Ireland, maybe Northern Ireland, and just probably gets them very relaxed. And that's honestly, so there's the kind of 2 types of player left in this tournament.
Michael Judge, 14.
$50 points lead, still 67 on table. There's a chance he can get in behind the green here. Maybe he's going for red in the middle. Thought he might have clipped off the red and head up to the green.
Frame one, I don't blame Callum. Trying to push the envelope a little bit.
Definitely.
Try it out.
Yeah.
Still early in this match.
Mick will send 2 reds up here beyond the blue spot. Great white. And I'm not talking about Greg Norman.
I don't know. I've known there to be a few sharks in the game of snooker here and there.
Big time.
But actually, snooker is a bit more of the prestige game, where in North America there's the pool, and that's more of a hustle kind of game.
Yeah, most definitely.
But that's many years ago, I think. Both disciplines are cleaning up the acts, giving it some structure and stability, showing some of those big companies that have sponsorship money to give that it's a worthwhile investment.
1.
Just this for it then. To leave Callum leading snookers.
7. 4. Seven.
Ironically enough, as well, both players have won 4 frames in a row today.
That's right. Mick was 2-0 down.
8.
He won 4-2.
12.
And Callum won 4-0.
Callum did play earlier today, so he had a little bit of a layoff. See how that plays out. In playing these events, Rodney, how do you feel? Would you lean on the side of playing earlier and have a longer layoff, or like Mick has just played recently, probably had a shorter layoff coming back to the table?
13.
It's a good question, actually. Some days you might want the longer layoff, and then other times you just want back-to-back matches. Keep your concentration a little bit easier rather than switching on and off. It's a very good question, Dave.
19.
I think in a 5-day tournament, I would like, in this context, I would like a longer
20.
rest. If it was 1 day or 2 days, I would like.
Yeah, it kind of gives you that time that you can have maybe a little lie down, a little bit of a rest, and then you get back into game shape, your prep, maybe an hour beforehand. And
Yeah,
fine.
players looking in. Rest is very important when you're at tournaments, especially if they're over a couple of days. I know you can't rest for a 1 day or 2 day tournament. It's all go, go, go. But
28.
especially if you notice the former pros, the Micks, Joe Delaney's, the Davy Morris's, Brendan O'Donoghue. When
Okay.
they win, now I know Brendan
Bradford.
can't do it, but the lads can do it. When they win a match, they want to go out for a rest.
oh, good thing. Good talking. So we'll step aside for a short moment and come back with frame 2 as Michael Judge has taken that frame, leading 1-0. And welcome back to our featured quarterfinal match here with Callum Beersford taking on Michael Judge. The Irishman took the first frame, but the Englishman set to break off.
Good break off from the Englishman from Harlow. Plays in JP's snooker club in Harlow in London. Bit fortunate there, Michael is.
And yeah,
Flick
little
on the
flick on the
brown.
brown. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
bit thick. And that can happen on these levering cloths. I've noticed with my own game. You can hit them a bit thick with a flick aside.
Oh, so Callum let off a little bit there.
That's let up.
Again. It's talked all tournament long that these pockets have been a little bit generous, but a few more are getting refused. I've never known over the course of a tournament to a pocket to shrink. Or if not, they expand maybe a little.
It can happen. The slidiness starts going after a day or two. The sheen comes off them. Good pot from Michael. Good cue. Unique style, Michael, when he steps into the shot, don't he? You actually see a few players actually doing it now, but back in when he was a youngster, when he started doing it, he follows in with the cue. Gets the line from. So watch him now as he walks in, and he drops the cue down on the line. Very unusual style, but what's come out of that style is Michael has been ahead of his time, because some coaches are actually coaching like that now. Steve Davis and Ken Doherty actually made reference to Michael about sight right, and they reckon Michael was doing sight right before anyone else was doing it, and Michael is not coached by the sight right method. It's very interesting theory that Steve Davis and Ken Doherty had that afternoon at one of the World Championships recently. Michael Joe, that a lot of players are using the sight right method, but Michael was the first one without him knowingly using it. And I was asking Michael, was he always like that? And he says, yeah, that's the way I got coached by his uncle when he first started playing snooker. Got a lovely zip on that white ball at that time.
And who is your coach, Rodney?
I haven't a coach at the moment. I had two coaches throughout my career. I've had a few lessons from other coaches. One was
Michael Judge, 14.
my original coach was Larry Codd. The late Larry Codd was former Irish Billiards champion. I was 21 when I had my first lesson off Larry, and then Larry passed away in 2009. 4 times Irish Billiards champion, by the way, in the 60s and 70s. And then I went to national coach PJ Nolan in 2009, 2010. And I worked with him for about maybe 13, 14 years. Great coach, PJ Nolan. National coach, helps other countries as well. A European coach. Figures high on the European Federation. actually a little bit like Jose Mourinho in the way he got into coaching. Took a lot of notes with other coaches and all. Very always interested in snooker. His brother was younger brother was a really good player that was on junior home international teams. Michael Nolan. Yeah.
And what age were you when you picked up a cue?
I picked up my first cue and I got my first small snooker table at 6 years of age. Christmas 1984.
Caliber 4.
Played on my first full-size table when I was 8 in a local pub they called the Phoenix, and they had 3 full-size snooker tables, and it was like a football pitch. Especially when you're small. But my dad was a keen snooker player, but he wasn't any good at it. But he had an interest in it. But maybe about 11 or 12, maybe 10 or 11, I got a real big interest in it then. I started following the tournaments proper and buying snooker magazines. 13, 14, start playing local tournaments, and then on 14 start playing national men's pint tournaments and an odd underage tournament. I was very lucky. I come from a town called Wexford, southeast of the country, right in the corner. But it was at the time in the late 80s, early 90s, it was a hotbed of snooker. A lot of really good players, century break makers.
What?
At the time when I was a youngster, there was 2 senior internationals, John Buckley, Joe Delaney. And when I was 15, they came home with the Prince of Wales Shield home internationals. That was on 2 Wexford boys were on the team with players.
Michael Judge won.
Players like Johnny Farrell and Tom Gleeson. They won the home internationals for the very first time in Blackpool in England. And that was mind-blowing that local players were winning over in England. They were that good. Some scores coming in. So the final of the second tournament, Andy McCloskey and Aaron Goldrick 1-all. Brendan O'Donoghue took her first frame against Sean Gray. Brendan done well there because he was maybe 30 odd points down at one stage. Davy Mars currently leads in the first frame 42 points to Joe Delaney's 23. Daniel Wormsley and Johnny Farrell. Johnny Farrell is 1-0 up.
Callum Burrows was 6.
Players just struggling a bit. Can't just get the car out of the garage and going for a drive. Dunwalton cannon into the blue.
You were asking me about coaches, and I was talking to you about my two coaches there, Larry Codd and PJ Nolan done great work with them. I also got a lesson off Ronnie O'Sullivan's former coach, Del Hill. Del Hill was a great asset in the camp of Michael Judge. Worked with him for a few seasons. Del was brilliant, I have to say. Worked with a lot of pros at the time. Feel good factor. Also gave you little things to work on. Big man into his drills. And big being the operative word, because I'm not sure the exact height, but if he was 6'7", 6'8", I wouldn't be telling lies.
Did you ever cross paths with Frank Callan?
No. Fergal worked with Frank Callan, Fergal O'Brien, with Frank Callan. The only contact I had with Frank was I had his book, coaching book, but no, I never worked with Frank. Frank was in Blackpool. He was a fishmonger by trade, I think. Helped some of the greats throughout the years. Steve Davises and the Stephen Hendrys, the Alison Fishers.
12.
John Parrott, famously, where his probably most famous successful story was Doug Mountjoy, when Doug was 46 years of age and famously won the UK Championship in 1988 for the second time.
13.
And then straight after, he won a consecutive ranking points tournament when he beat his Welsh compatriot and sparring partner Wayne Jones from the same area. That was a great tournament for the Welsh in the 1989 Mercantile Credit Card Classic. And he actually won a third consecutive tournament that's not widely well known by the public. He won the Welsh Professional that year in 1989 in February.
19.
Yeah, Frank Callan.
You also have the Bible in your possession, How I Play Snooker by Joe Davis.
Would you believe, that's funny you should say that, I have a copy of it at home, and last week I got a second copy and I gave New Institute the second copy, because they have a little snooker library in the club here. Yeah, that's the book that Bill Davis,
26.
Steve Davis's father, worked with Steve.
When a phenomenal thing with Joe Davis is that there wasn't the scene like it was, so he pretty much had to make it up as he went along.
He was the originator.
The Godfather, shall we say.
Yeah, very much so. When the first snooker championships in the world happened in 1927, beat a man in Nottingham,
33.
Tom Dennis. But in 1927, snooker was just considered a knockabout game, and billiards was the real king of cue sports, English billiards that is. But by 1935, 1936,
39.
Billiards was, as Joe Davis once described billiards at that stage, dead as mutton, because there was 4 boys that really killed the game because they got so good at it with nursery cannons. And Walter Lindrum was that good. He basically killed his own sport because all he was going for was breaks with nursery cannons. The big 4 was at that stage was Walter Lindrum from Australia, Joe Davis from England, Tom Newman from England, and Clark McCloskey from New Zealand. There was a 5th man, but the 5th man did not play nursery cannons as much. Not that he couldn't play them. He used to call the big 4, them cushion crawlers. Willie Smith
53.
from England, from Leeds.
54.
Well, Michael Judge definitely seems like he's a man on a mission here. Definitely in favor. There's snookers required now in the second frame. We're going to take a 2-0 advantage.
61.
Haven't really seen Callum trailing in any match in this tournament, so
This will be interesting, won't it? The reaction in the next frame. Had chances. Mick missed a few balls and Callum has missed a few. But Mick is making the one less
66.
chance. Or one less mistake, apologies.
he's having a little smile there. Those pockets are now the size of buckets.
I think himself and Joe Delaney, great mates, they were having a laugh as Mick went by.
75.
Something happened. 2 boys would always have a smile on their face,
81.
regardless of how it's going on the table. Beautiful, beautiful souls.
88 end frame. Yeah, okay.
Wow. 88, giving him a 103-10 victory in that second frame. We're just going to shove on over to speak of, as you mentioned, Joe Delaney at the table in his quarterfinal match, going against Davy Morris.
Davy winning first frame, 58 points, 31. A slow first frame from the 2 boys. Wouldn't be like them. Once the tactics gets involved, if the balls go anyway awkward at all, you can't. The funny thing with snooker, you can't dictate the balls. You can only play them as the shots.
Yeah, you got to hold your nerves when you get into those scrappy frames.
Yeah, make the right moves at the right time.
We do have a link in the description on our YouTube channel where you can go find all the results as they happen. That's a poor safety by Davy Morris. He's left a long yellow there for Jolton Joe Delaney.
Oh,
There's always 2 ways to skin a cat.
maybe 3.
Third frame, Michael Judge a break.
So we're going to go back to our featured match here. As Michael Judge set to break off frame 3. Big one right here. Can he continue the steam engine to roll down the tracks? Or can Callum Beersford at least put his first frame on the board? Desperately needs that. But you're never in a match until you get that first frame on the board.
Aaron Goldrick 2-1 up in the final against Andy McCloskey of the second tournament. Best of 7 that match tonight. Winner gets €1,000.
Looks like the link has just been put up on the description. A nice first red there by Michael, and he's back in. Got a couple of reds around this black.
6. 7.
Dave, when do you have the Canadian amateur championships? Traditionally, when do you have it? Would it be May, April?
You
No?
nailed it right on the head. That the Canadian National Championship goes on every May.
Yeah. I think most countries do usually finish around the May mark, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they don't want to overshadow another championship that goes on in Sheffield, England.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
What would the numbers be in Canada for national men's championships?
I think they get a full field of 64.
Oh, that's very good.
And then they also run it parallel with the senior side.
Yeah, yeah,
That's usually 48.
yeah. With senior side being over 40s, would it be?
22.
I believe so,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Or it might actually be
50s.
55.
Oh, 55 super seniors. We would deem that.
Yes, I have just actually been elected to be on the board of the Canadian Billiards and Snooker Association, so
23.
did headquarters call you to quiz me on that? Is that gonna...
No, that's just a question that came into my head.
It's quite
Just
all
for,
right.
for conversation rather than silence.
The past 2 years, we have held a BC junior tournament,
30.
and I can tell you have to be 18 or under. And our good friend Marianne McConnell, great snooker player
Well,
and pool player.
there's a name I haven't heard since I was a youngster. Did that lady win a World Championships or feature in a World Championship final in the 80s, 1980s?
I didn't think I could make Rodney blush, but I sure did.
Playing at Ox this weekend. The power went out when she was clearing up Hill Hill.
Yes, she's here. A tidbit of information. Marianne McCall actually playing in a 9-ball tournament out at Ox Billiards in Seattle. And she was getting ready down, I think, to take the 7-ball, and boop, the power went out. So Marianne sure can shoot the lights out. But discussing with her a little bit, just recently tossed her an email and wondering what she would think about the numbers for a women's championship. And she was unfortunately feeling like there might maybe be a handful, not too many, but hey, you got to start somewhere.
You have to start somewhere, and you have to get that start. I think the initial start is important, whether you get a handful, 2 handfuls, whatever, just to get it started.
Yeah, when I started playing back in Vancouver, got back into the game, it seemed like there were these qualifiers that were going on, and the numbers weren't so great. We were getting, it started maybe at the season with 12, 13, 14 players, and then by the end, the qualifiers maybe had about 8. So at one point, I was like talking to the organization that I was working with at the time, this outfit called Snooker Canada, and saying, maybe I should run a tournament. So I grabbed the bull by the reins, and the first tournament I had was 24 players. My head was spinning. I did not expect that at all. I almost expected like maybe the 12, the 13, So I'd put a double elimination together, but the numbers just kept coming. Learned a tremendous amount. Luckily, most of the players fairly kind, fairly knew that I was probably a new face. I don't have a university degree in tournament direction. And, you slowly build up a format now. Like, obviously, we got no walk-ins anymore. It's all done beforehand. E-transfers or money transfers happen before. No one's playing cash on the day.
Yeah. I think that day is gone, is it? In most countries and most tournaments, it's usually prepaid.
Yeah, too many people
change their mind on the particular day.
Yeah, because sometimes some people, I've made obviously the rule now, like I have the draw for, say, a qualifier that I was alluding to that I would be running on November 8th. When that's prepared, it's there. And if any player asks for it, they're more than welcome to get it. But at that point, no one can pull out.
Yeah.
If you do pull out, then you don't get money back.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's a kind of handshake deal, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Davy Morris 1-0 up on Joe Delaney, takes the frame 67 points to 49. We have a commentary from Michael Meehan from Cavan. If possible, can you keep me updated on Aaron's final in the plate, Rodney, every so often, if possible. Thank you. I will do, Michael, of course. Michael being club mate of Aaron's from up in Cavan CYMS. Beautiful club. I was up there just before we went to Sacramento.
Excellent. There is a little link on the chat in there. Ox Billiards, our streaming group, has put a link to the scores, so you can click on that.
And just another score with another quarterfinal, folks. Daniel Wormsley and Johnny Farrell 1-1. A lot of people in here tonight. Standing room only. I can't even see outside the window here and the commentary booth. Working off a mobile phone. To Christian's mobile phone to see the scores on other tables. It's brilliant atmosphere. The locals have really shined this weekend, and not even involved in this, but coming in to watch it, haven't they, the spectators?
It definitely has the buzz of the town.
Yeah.
It might have slightly got a little overshadowed by the hurling.
Yeah.
But
I think it's back now. The hurling is finished. I think the hurling was finished around 5:45, 5:30. Air Oak unlucky to let them. They got beat by 3 points. Davey was telling me another hurling result. The Kilkenny Championships was held today. Ballyhale won. I think they won handy. Kilkenny and Tipperary would have a big rivalry in the hurling. There would be, over the years, historically, themselves, Tipperary, Kilkenny and Cork would be deemed 16. The big three hurling counties in Ireland. Tipperary, where we are in, are current All-Ireland champions, Dave. They beat Cork in the final last July, the day of the British Open golf, the last day of the British Open golf that day was on. Traditionally, historically, used to be played the first Sunday of September, but the last few years they've gone back. They've tried to do an earlier finish to the All-Ireland Championships to give the club players a chance of more time with the club season instead of the inter-county season.
This is a good little response here by Callum. This is what he needs to do. Get that back arm going, feel a little bit of fluency.
Yeah, this is what the doctor has ordered.
I'd be quite surprised if we saw any whitewashes in these quarterfinal matches. The standard of the players are just so high.
Yeah. And as we've seen this afternoon at 1 o'clock session, Sean Gray was 3-0 down against Joel Connolly and he came back and won 4-3. My match with Brendan, I was 3-0 down and I came back to 3-all. It kind of goes and swings and roundabouts. The momentum, especially with two good players, they'll get their chances if they'll wait out. Davy Morris also had an excellent victory at 1 o'clock against Ryan Cronin. Last season's SBI Irish #1 in the men's.
38.
I would like to get the foreign players' opinion on the tournament. I hope they enjoyed it. I'm sure they did. I'm sure the conditions, they were happy with the conditions.
44.
Talking a little bit to Bob Hemnani when he was in the booth, really enjoyed the conditions, but was also saying we've got a lot of work to do in America to catch up to this standard.
51.
Callum 21 ahead with 51 on the table.
On cue, Bob Hemnani walks into the room.
Mention the devil and he will appear.
This is that was a tough one.
51.
So he breaks down on 51 and it couldn't come at a worse time.
One.
And if you have the angle, looks like on this pink, just to stun down and cannon into that red above the black in the line and hold for the leftmost red into the top left corner. Oh.
You had to create an angle there.
That's why he's playing and I'm talking.
Yeah. Will you play the little cannon on the outside red? I'm not sure what could go wrong for the black. Wants to keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, they are dazzling shots when you hit a shot and the balls go all around the table, but definitely you want to keep short, compact shots in the game of snooker.
I was going to ask you, Dave, what time is the semi-finals? Just let know the locals and the snooker community, the Irish snooker community, what time are the semi-finals tomorrow and the final tomorrow?
10 a.m.
10
We're
a.m.
scheduled to go for the semifinals, and 3 p.m.
3 p.m. So 10 a.m. tomorrow, folks.
And why
The
wouldn't
last
it be
four-
at 3 p.m.? Everyone likes saying 3 around these parts.
And the final is 3 p.m. Folks, I'm getting jeered. Slagged by a Canadian. Slagging my Irish Wexford accent.
I got to work on my trees for next year.
Yeah.
33 and a third.
15.
You'll be all right if you come to Canada and we'll know what you're talking about.
I would love to go to Canada.
22.
As I said the other night, grew up with 1980, so Canada is very relevant to me in regards to snooker.
23.
They created some shots in sense of shot selection. Cliff Thorburn and Kirk Stevens and Big Bill came over with a lot of shots in regards straight pool. Split half ball blue, split packs. The dump shot seemingly was created by Cliff Thorburn.
I thought Bill came over with a lot of pints, not shots.
Yeah. Interesting. Big Bill's 1-4-2 break in 1979. If you were to play that back now, even though 1979, it's a very modern break because there was a couple of times he screws into the pack, and that wasn't seen on this side of the world back then. People think Alex Higgins brought a lot of shots in, which he did, but the Canadians brought in a few of their own.
I think as well the Canadians brought over the off the blue and into the pack.
Yeah,
But
did most definitely.
Stephen Hendry really perfected it.
Yeah, and that's a thing that people think, oh, that's an Alex Higgins, Jimmy White shot, but perfected by Stephen Hendry and the modern crew. But no, that was created by Canadians because that's a shot that comes in a lot in straight pool with the 15th ball back into the pack because the other 14 balls goes back into the triangle if you're on a consecutive break. Or another word of straight pool, what I would have known sometimes it was called 14-1.
$35.
Well, I don't want to jinx anything, Rodney, but I know Andy quite well, and I've got to know Brendan through Andy. And being a Canadian, there's just a little loose talk, potentially working with AMCQ Sports to bring a potential maybe Canadian Masters. So I don't want to jinx anything, but, because obviously things take time and money.
Good shot from Michael there with the rest.
39.
Back to the snooker.
Callum's going to have nightmares about that red into the left middle. His back is up against it. He's going to be trailing 3 frames to 0. And Michael just needs one more to put himself into the semifinals.
44.
Score to that frame, by the way, folks, is 74 points to 51 to Michael. Grey pink.
50.
Callum had 51 in the second visit. Michael had 30 first
57
visit.
and frame.
An impressive frame. 3-0 Michael Judge.
It's looking impressive for the Irishman. We'll see what happens when we come back with frame 4. A little bonus footage over here of Joe Delaney and Davey Morris.
Other scores still 1-1 with Johnny Farrell, Daniel Wormsley, Aaron Goldrick, and Andy McCloskey having a pink ball battle in the fourth frame. 23 points to 15 for Aaron Goldrick. Brendan O'Donoghue still 2-0 up on Sean Gray. And Davy Morris 1-0 up on Joe Delaney, and he's 40 points to 11 in favour of Davy in the second frame. Back to our main match. Great pot.
1.
Michael's eye is really in now, isn't it?
It might have just been a little bit of a wake-up call in his previous match. Definitely self-admitted that he wasn't feeling it. Mostly trailing 2-0 to Simon Sokolowski. And he felt if he didn't make that third frame, he probably would have been done mentally.
Definitely.
6.
Just one little black ball made it all turn for him.
Great pass.
7.
A cut back, and he was on the cushion as well. Andy McCloskey actually potted pink and black against Aaron Goldrick. 2 frames all in the final. First to 4. Daniel Wormsley 2-1 up on Johnny Farrell.
11.
That third frame just finished. I feel like I'm in a Wednesday on a second week of Wimbledon. The only thing is that the quarterfinal matches gets played on 2 courts. We have 5 tables going all at once
Michael Judge.
with a
11.
second competition going. He didn't get through that shot there. He really dipped on that one, didn't he? Even before the tip touched the white ball, you could see the decel on that one. Very important to get through the ball. Fresh shot or normal shot with your bridge.
Yeah, it's tough. It's so easy to just almost throw in the white towel when you're down 3-0. But
1.
he got here for a reason. He's a strong player. Keep relying on great technique. He will get a chance. But you can't make careless mistakes like that. Or to use the tennis analogy, which Rodney is enjoying very much, the unforced errors.
Yeah. No, it's the easy pots that you have to pot. Do ordinary things extraordinarily well. And you're right in saying about your technique. All you can rely on out there is your technique. And take it, as cliche as it is, one shot at a time. Stay, as you said in your interview with Michael earlier, stay in the moment.
4.
And as well, stay positive. Because obviously us over in the North America, we're not aware of the ability of the players in the under 21 championships, and Callum is the winner of that over in England. And as you've mentioned earlier in commentary, that's quite a feet
Round ball.
to accomplish.
Yeah.
Michael Judge 5.
Good shot there from Michael. He might have been playing the shot that he played. I thought he was going for the pack with that brown to open out the reds. But he's got the black ball out in the open. Great response from Callum.
If he's being forced into this red, it's tough to see the pathway back.
Great pass. Had to pot that. Going for the long blue and the yellow pocket.
Callum Bursford 1.
That was the problem with that long pot.
Had to
Screwing
get us.
back.
Not as straightforward. It looks initially that he's left Michael in the balls, but colours are hard to get at. Blue came down and got into the path of the black. Pink is safe. So a little bit of work yet to be done with Michael.
So Callum let off. That misfire on the blue. Now it's Callum's turn to deal with these pesky colors, as you mentioned, Rodney.
One.
So nice to develop the black and blue.
Good, nice shot there. Got the cannon on the blue.
Even have the brown as well to the top right corner.
We have a score of 2-0 Davy Morris on the outside table against Joe Delaney. Andy McCloskey in the fifth frame is leading Aaron Goldrick 25 points to 4 at this moment in time. 2 frames each, best of 7. And that is the final
6.
of the second tournament. They're playing for a first prize of €1,000. Second prize, I think it's €500. Nice money. Strong second tournament, I have to say. Strong field.
Yeah, it's better than the $10 you get for second prize in a beauty contest.
Seven. 12. Thirteen.
Finished on the wrong side of the blue there. Going looking for the black. I thought he might have played a half ball green into the green pocket to come back down for the reds. It would have been easier position. Lovely pot though with the rest. Very proficient with the rest. The last few days that I've seen him.
20.
First time I've seen him for a few years. Nice player.
21.
I wouldn't count him out yet, quite yet. This man would be well used to in his local club playing against players if as strong as him and stronger. Be well used to in these situations in practice sessions being 3 and 4 frames down, I would imagine.
28.
Not foreign to him. Some players are just naturally
29.
better at coming when they're behind. Others are more natural front runners. But I think in the snooker player's psyche, most of us just keep going.
36.
Austin Fleming is just on the comment there. Do you want to know latest in Northern Ireland?
Pass.
37.
Austin, David is saying pass on that. Andy McCloskey is now 53 points to 11 in the 5th frame up.
44.
This is a nice break from Callum. Early on, his first 2-3 shots, a little bit wary of the white ball, but he's worked out the ball as well. This might settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, it was good to get that first frame on the board, and he's looking good for that.
45.
Looks very solid on his cue, don't he? The stance and the cue action.
50.
Can I just say something about Northern Ireland, Dave? Nothing
It's a
against
nice country.
nothing against Judge Trump, but I hope Jackowski wins. I'd love to see him win it.
Agreed.
I think everyone in snooker would love to see that kid win it.
51.
He's himself, Zing Tong and Tepachai are absolutely brilliant style. All of them play almost like a touch of a young Ronnie O'Sullivan. More to me, the three of them play very like a young Jimmy White.
Moving along the table quite swiftly,
Yeah.
controlling that cue ball effectively.
58.
Break goes to 58. Back to Nenagh. He'll get on the waterfront on other channels.
59.
And I'm not talking about Marlon Brando film.
So that Brett has put us to the Snooker's required stage here.
$63.
Plenty of contenders here.
64.
There's only going to be one champion tomorrow afternoon.
And Callum's got to just listen to Yogi Berra. It ain't over till it's over.
71. 71.
Great break. 71.
Takes that 72 to 16 in his fourth frame, and we'll step aside for a few short moments. Can Callum continue the comeback, or can Mike Judd snuff it out and take it 4-1? We'll find out when frame 5 starts in a few moments' time.
Whose break is it? It's your break, Mike. Yeah.
33.
You want to sleeve, is it? Yeah, there's here, Mike. There you go, Davey. You shouldn't keep it over there. Fifth frame, Michael Judge to break.
And welcome back to our featured match between Callum Beersford and Michael Judge. Callum got his first frame on the board, but is it a little too late?
No, never too late. You can be in a better situation, of course, but never too late. Always have a chance. Brendan O'Donoghue was 2 frames to 1 up on Sean Gray. Sean took the third frame there in that match.
It is true, as Jim Carrey once said, So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. Andy McCloskey is 3-2 up
One.
on Aaron Goldrick. He took the 5th frame there. Desislava is just setting up the balls on that table for the 6th frame.
Get into the climax here of day 4 at the 2005 Nenagh Open
6.
at the New Institute Snooker Club. Very picturesque and quaint Nenagh, Ireland. About an hour and a half drive west of Dublin.
7.
Daniel Wormsley is 3-1 up on Johnny Farrell now. Just gone into the 5th frame.
$14.
Daniel and Callum, the only
Judge,
two
14.
English competitors left. And Sean Gray, the only hope for Northern Ireland to take this great championship.
Nenagh Open has been going since 2013. Only 4 winners. Previous winners, 2 of them are still alive. Davy Morris and Brendan O'Donoghue.
Was there a hiatus when COVID reamed its nasty head? Did they take a couple of years off or just one?
Yeah, I think they might have took the 1 year off and then might have played it in late 2021. I think I'm right in saying that. Curtailed a lot of tournaments. Calendars got shot to pieces. Great plant from Michael.
1.
Don't think he's on the black in the middle. Gonna be a hard safety because the red up past the blue spot is rearing its ugly head. He might play the black here and slightly screw back and get a slight little cannon on the red and try to stick to the red that's nearest to the black, or maybe just roll into the black. Has to be careful if he's rolling because these cloths are slippy. White could go beyond and leave that clip on the red. The cut back. I think the screw back is a better shot, but I think Mick is rolling it, judging by the way he's.
Michael Judge 1 score.
I think he's happy enough, is he? Looks like it's on here. Hard to judge from when you're looking at it on the laptop. Judging by Michael's response when he walked away, he was comfortable enough.
Callum's giving it a couple of stares, so yeah, it doesn't look like it goes. Maybe he's got to put a little trace of side to swerve around.
The thing is with the bit of side, with that type of shot, if you do have to flick it, he ain't getting the white ball back out for the black. With the bit of side, because it will hug. Davy Morris in the third frame is 41 points to 18 up on Joe Delaney. He's currently 2-0 up. First 4, remember, in these quarterfinal matches. Callum can play is off the right hand side cushion and nestle in to the red that he's looking at on the right hand side. Can't play any attacking safety shots here because, as I said previously, can't leave that.
Here's the pace.
Oh,
miss.
wasn't
Oh,
expecting them to be short. The only other shot would be off the red right hand to the black and play the little cannon to the red he's trying to nestle on. But I think this is a better shot he's playing. Can be a bit more accurate.
Yeah, it might be a little too much pace there, as it looks like there's an open red just below the pink to the left middle.
I think Michael will play this red up on the bulk side of the blue. Up and down. Oh, that's well judged. Very well judged. Very Davis-esque with that safety.
Joe, Fred, or Steve?
Steve.
We could have said all of them.
Little bit thin on that safety as the white ball is rocketing past the bulk line.
There's a gap going through there.
One. Blue ball.
Good pot.
6.
And a nice land.
Seven.
A little bit short there for the black. Black is not on a spot. Good pot. A nice cannon.
14.
Starting to look good here for Michael Judge.
15. 21.
34. 35.
22.
42.
Davy Morris wins the third frame.
87.
3-0 up against Joe Delaney. Had a 47 break in that frame.
28.
Nice position. Nice. That shot can get away from you.
Yeah, I found those two gaps quite nicely.
The bounce off the cushion.
$34.
34, 53 points to the good. Ahead.
Yeah,
35.
these high vowel colors are on their spots. The reds that he needs are open.
You will need a little bit of action here. Needs a, even though he's straight on the black, he's screwing it in off the cushion and back out for the red nearest left the black. Nice shot.
42.
Yeah, it was tough, those drawbacks. Sometimes, you know, you can get really into it or gingerly by it. So
Underhit it.
it's so tough to judge the pace. Did a wonderful job there, and taking a look at the scoreboard, just seeing what he needs to do.
$43.
62 ahead with 67 on the table.
So it just needs blue and a red to put us in the snooker required stage.
$48.
Well, the referee's pulling out the redwoods. That's what we like to call them back in North America, of the huge trees that are in Northern California. What kind of lumber do you have over here in Ireland? Pine? Ash?
Pine trees. Will probably be the majority. Sycamore.
$49.
They would like to clear up a few more reds, just give no taste of Callum to come back to the table.
I think he'll be making sure this black. I don't think he'll play even position with this white. I think he knows if he pots this black, it's over. It will be handshake. Great pot. Impressive performance here from Michael.
56.
Yeah, a bit surprising. Thought Callum was going to put a bit more of a fight.
Yeah.
One of the younger competitors in the tournament. We'll definitely see him again.
57.
Callum obviously, Callum on Thursday morning beat Michael 4 frames to 2 in the opening
63.
session of the group stages at 10 a.m. So this is revenge for Michael. 1-1. But
Yeah,
they will have to
64.
play the third match at a later date, not at this tournament. But I think Michael got the important victory in the knockout stages. But Callum will come again, no doubt about it. I've been impressed with him. What a shot there by Michael.
69.
I've been impressed with Callum the last couple of days. Hits the ball well. I wish him every success in the future.
70.
And I want to thank him for coming over. bit of a trek when you're coming overseas, as we all know.
Yeah, I'll say. Century is on.
75. 76.
Yeah, at the conclusion of this match, we'll just have some post-match reactions with Michael Judge, and then we'll jump over to some bonus footage with Davey Morris and Joe Delaney.
Great cue ball.
83.
Let's see him finish with a ton. Got a potential for a 1-1-0.
Winner of this match would have been Michael.
85.
Actually playing the match that we're going to go to after your interview. Joe Delaney or Davy Morris. Looks like Davy Morris at the moment.
88.
And what a mouth-watering prospect that will be at 10 a.m.
Set your alarm for that. Maybe stay up a little late there on the west coast
92.
of North America, because that will be going at 2 a.m. It's going to be a late Sunday night over there, early Monday morning.
97.
Pink for the 103 to get the century. Oh, he's got it.
103.
He's coming back for the 110.
Great break.
110.
110.
Wow.
4-1 victory for Michael Judge.
Very impressive stuff. So 4 frames to 1. Michael Judge from Ireland takes it. We're going to just quickly step aside. Rodney, I might be a little bit behind coming back for the bonus footage. So control the fort over here, but I'm going to quickly scoot upstairs and see what Michael has to say about that phenomenal match. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello again, everybody. It's David Burney at the 2025 Nenagh Open. Right in our post-match interview set here with Michael Judge, fresh off a victory. How you feeling?
Yeah, much better after that. That's how I thought I'd play in the last game. This game just puzzles you, you know. Yeah, delighted. I played much better there, scored much heavier. Still made a few mistakes, you know, I shouldn't have made. So if I can really cut them out, I'll be very hard to beat. But delighted with the way I played there now, yeah.
True, it seems like we need to put your name on this chair. You're visiting it quite a lot of late.
Well, this is only the second time, really. But yeah, listen, it's a pleasure to play here. I've been coming here for years to this wonderful club, so well run by, you know, Brendan O'Donoghue and all the other guys. This tournament has been fantastic. The conditions, the tables are absolutely beautiful. Real scoring tables, the cloths are beautiful. I actually had one complaint to Brendan when I got here, was the tables were too fast, but that's a good complaint to have. But yeah, if you can get going at all and just get to feel it, the touch, it's just all about touch, you know, so beautiful. It's a pleasure to play here. So.
And you did have actually Callum in your group stage, so did you learn anything from that and
Yeah,
bring it to this match?
well I did. That was my first game. That's what I learned, that the table was really fast. I couldn't handle it first match against him. And yeah, I lost 4-2 to him, but I actually said to my friends I wouldn't mind having another shot at him in the knockouts, you know, because I felt I didn't do myself justice. So yeah, delighted to get another go and delighted to play like that. And you know, to be fair, he underperformed though as well. So, but maybe that's because I played well. I don't know.
True, we did definitely feel it was going to be a little closer than that.
Yeah.
Maybe he just stuttered a little bit. You know, knockout phase, it gets a little edgy. Quarterfinals.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's a different game. It's, you know, the groups you lose, you're afford to lose one match in the group, so it's not do or die, you know. So when you're in the knockout stage, it's, you know, you win and go through, or lose and go home. So it's a bit more nitty gritty, and yeah. Listen, I'm delighted to get through. My next match is going to be tougher again. It's looking like Davy Morris at the moment. I think he's 3-0 up on my friend Joe Delaney. I was hoping it'd be him. You never know. Joe might make a comeback. But yeah, listen, whoever it is, I'm going to have to play as good as that, if not better, you know, to get to the final. So listen, I'll just do my best.
And how was it to feel to stamp that match with a 110 clearance?
It's lovely. Yeah, all the great players do that, don't they? Yeah, it's lovely to finish it off with no, you know, no added tension and loss of energy. You know, in my age, I need to keep as much of it as I can, you know. So yeah, delighted to finish it off like that. It's hit the ball lovely there at the end. So just try and continue doing that.
All right. Well, congratulations on a great match win. You're the first semi-finalist, so we'll see you probably tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Oh, lovely.
Great
Thanks
deal.
very much.
All right, everybody, that's going to conclude this interview. We're going to step aside and get into some bonus coverage of Joe Delaney and Davy Morris. Enjoy, everyone.
Hello folks, and we joined this match in the fourth frame. Davy Morris 3-0 up. He's 24 points to 17. Joe on a break, just one, potting that nice long red to come in around for the black. Two former pros here. Andy McCloskey is 3 frames to 2 up, but he's trailing by 5 points to Aaron Goldrick in the 6th frame, 40 points to 35 at the moment. Daniel Wormsley 3-1 up in the other quarterfinal of the main tournament. And Johnny Farrell, he's 52 points, 18 up in the 5th frame, going back to Andy and Aaron, that's final of the second tournament, best of 7. Sean Gray and Brendan O'Donoghue 2 frames off in the remaining semi-final, or quarter-final should I say. Semi-finals are on 10 o'clock in the morning, folks. If you're around and you're interested in snooker, please, free entry. The final of the Nenagh Open this year will be held tomorrow at 3 p.m. and it's best of 9. Semi-finals being best of 7. Good shot there from Joe. A little bit awkward here. The green up on top. Sorry, Dave, you previously played that shot. This will be a proper match to watch from start to finish. For anyone wanting to learn about shot selection from the 2 lads, a wealth of experience, and then getting a result from the other table. Daniel Wormsley has just beaten Johnny Farrell 4 frames to 1.
Thanks for covering, Rodney. How's this match been going? Speechless, I guess.
When we joined it after the interview, Joe made a small contribution, and he's just edging ahead in this 4th frame. He looks in good fettle, but he's queuing. I was just saying to the viewers that this match from start to finish will be a great match for anyone wanting to learn shot selection. 2 boys would have a wealth of experience, maybe 30 years between them, 32 years of pro snooker.
And it looks like Daniel Wormsley as well is victorious.
Yeah, he won 4 frames to 1.
England will be represented in the final 4.
Sean Gray is 30 in the 5th frame against Brendan O'Donoghue. He's 31 frames to 0 up.
1.
Davy Morris, of course, seeded number 2 after the group stages. Michael Judge waiting the winner of this match.
7.
As you probably heard in the interview, Michael quickly wanted to run down here to cheer on his mate Joe. Rather face a friend than a tough competitor in Davy Morris. So
Yeah.
Joe Delaney, 7.
Great safety from Joe. It was that good that's got him this, giving him this chance.
One.
I said last night in commentary when Joe was playing Paddy Kelly Davis that haven't seen Joe this keen for snooker for a long, long time. He looks really concentrated.
6.
We have a result in Northern Ireland.
Of course we do. Next thing you guys are going to tell me about Santa
Delaney,
Claus
6.
and the Easter Bunny.
I can't say the result on because David wants to look at the match from start to finish.
Well, I'm respecting us viewers as well. I think some of our viewers might be glued to our matches here.
Yeah, but well done to the winner.
You're so coy.
All I just say is I'm delighted from.
You said too much, Rodney. I guess I'll have to admit to you, Rodney, that I am Kaiser Sose.
And we'll join Andy McCloskey's table with Aaron Goldrick. 6th frame, respot black, 54 points each.
And he needs the black for frame and match. Aaron just needs the black for frame and to put them into a decider.
That black is frozen on the cushion.
That's all coming to a close here on day 4. 2025 Nenagh Open. What a chance on that double. Out of the woods just yet.
Aaron looking at the angle. Must be fancying it. Yeah. Judging by the tune of down at the white ball, he's going for it. Oh,
Was a
long way out. Could be over the middle. Oh, not quite.
last
Straight
shot.
one on the corner. One good shot. I have Christian praying for the American. Oh, great black.
So McCloskey wins the second chance tournament here on a respotted black, 61 to 54, and a match line of 4 frames to 2. I think we need to tell Christian he's not actually American. Do we check his passport or his birth certificate?
Dual citizenship. It's like Bet Page in the commentary box there. The Ryder Cup. USA.
You might want to duck. There might be a can being thrown at you, Rodney.
You know where you are. You might get out of here alive.
I don't know, there's some big droogs that just came up into her room here.
Well done, Andy McCloskey. I'm delighted.
Joe
from-
Delaney, 4.
Unlucky Aaron. Another great showing. Aaron. I have to say one thing about Aaron Goldrick. Really improving as a player. Fast improving. Maybe the last 15 to 18 months. Jumping levels. Great to see. Getting a lot of high breaks in tournaments. Getting the semi-finals of men's ranking point tournaments in Ireland. Just want to wish him best of luck for the future and the incoming season.
1.
And obviously best of luck to Andy for Qatar. Wish him heavy success out there.
It's a nice long red there by Davy Morris. Just trailing by 33 points now.
Great white ball. Beautiful weight on that shot.
3. 4.
'Brendan O'Donoghue in the balls
10.
on the outside table. But before that visit, he's 31 points behind.
Sorry.
Couldn't get that last red.
10.
He's ran, just didn't get the cover behind the pink and black.
So 24 points ahead in this fourth frame.
1.
Just the blue will do him. Davy needing snookers. Brendan has rescued that situation. I'm just looking at the out. He's still on the table.
6. 8.
Puff from Joe. Will be one to pot this or play safe. He knows Joe will come. Davy, sorry, excuse me.
Delaney,
Will
8.
come back table, and you can see the little come on from Joe in the sense of missing that green. He knows Davy's good man for getting snookers.
Foul.
Oh,
Don't want to gift him the points when snookers are required.
4.
and he will be in a snooker after this visit, I feel. Joe, in his last 2 matches, funny enough, has lost 2 frames and a frame in each match after his opponent needing a snooker. Lost one last night to Paddy Kelly. Lost one earlier to Andy Lee. Joe fails to get out of this. Davy can win. 27 behind, 25 on the table at the currently. Great escape.
Oh, is that white?
Great escape. That's a brilliant shot. The green might have undone him with the length. Oh, he's caught him. Oh, great hit. That wasn't easy. He really got in with the swerve there. That's why, going back a few minutes ago, Joe was wicked with himself when he missed that green long cushion. He knows Davy has the knowledge for the snookers. They can show this green.
Where's that cue ball headed?
3.
Okay. Go.
Joe Delaney 3.
Looks like 3-1. Davy's still playing on. 30 behind, 22 on the table. Score on the remaining other quarterfinal. 2-all Brendan O'Donoghue, Sean Gray, 5th frame. Brendan is 3 points a lead, 41 points to 38. Tight match. Sean Gray, a quality player from Northern Ireland. Been around a long time.
Brown is on for Joe. Should probably seal the deal. Get his first frame on the board. Start the
4
comeback.
And the frame,
That's
Joe
it.
Delaney.
Davy concedes.
So we'll step aside, be right back with this bonus coverage and this 5th frame of another quarterfinal match between Joe Delaney and David Morris.
Okay, the 5th frame, Davy Morris to break. 1.
We're back here. A little bonus coverage. Quarterfinal match. Joe Delaney against David Morris.
Three.
Joe's taken one frame.
Four.
Might just be a bit flat. Straight on that blue. But the red closest to the top left corner does go. Mid-range shot, so
9.
a bit of difficulty.
Ten.
I think Brendan O'Donoghue won that 5th frame, judging by the clap. I didn't see any ball going in, just judging on that clap.
Yeah, I think it was a rather righteous applause. There might have been a few smattering claps if Sean
70.
Gray had taken it, as he comes from Northern Ireland. As us in the commentary booth, actually we have
18.
prime real estate to look at that table. Unfortunately, the new Institute Snooker Club here is getting packed with a lot of visitors, and we weren't able to see anything. But right now, Davy Morris is seeing quite nicely,
25.
putting together a good break.
26. $33. $34. $41. Davy Morris, 41.
Davy breaks down on 41. Let's see how Joe Delaney can respond. He does have a relatively sitter. That red over the top right corner.
One.
Go black, chipped out of red.
8.
Joe Delaney, professional since 1991. Off and on the pro tour for best part of 20 years.
9. $16. Foul.
Oh,
Joe Delaney, 16. Davy Morris, 4.
wow. Wasn't expecting that. That happens from time to time lately because everyone is using Town Chalk. Not to speak badly of Town Chalk.
1.
I've done it myself this weekend. If you don't chalk the cue a lot with Town Chalk, even though it's a better chalk to use to cause less kicks. I don't remember miscues happening as quite as often when Triangle Chalk was on. Oh.
Davy Morris, 1.
Interesting, Terry, because some people have gone back to Triangle Chalk to stop the miscues. Solid hit. Joe, as I said previously in other matches when I was commentating, qualified for Crucible in 2007.
Blue ball.
Beat Alan McManus to qualify in the last 48. Got beat by Matthew Stevens. 10 frames to 2 in the first round of the Crucible. Got to the last 32 of the UK Championships in the following year in 2008. Well able. Has mixed it with the big boys. Davy Morris's best performance as a pro was getting to the quarterfinals of the Wooksy.
Joe Delaney, 6.
I think Matthew Stevens beat him on that occasion. Got to back-to-back last 16s in the UK Championships in 2014 and 2015. His best result on television was beating reigning world champion at the time in 2014 live on BBC television, Mark Selby, 6 frames to 4. Stellar result to beat the current world champion at the time. Well known in snooker circles universally, these two players. Both actually prodigies. Davy maybe even more so. Young prodigies at that. Great dump shot there. He's left Davy a chance, but I love that weight of white there. You can really see who's played pro snooker at times in this tournament and who hasn't. Brilliant shot from Davy. Really went for it. Unlucky with the landing of the white ball has to be said. If he goes by that, he brown and yellow, he has brown into the centre pocket. Be a Chinese snooker here with the brown. Doesn't like it. David Morris would have been turned pro when he was 17 years of age. Stellar amateur record, stellar junior record. Had won 3 by the time of age 17. He had won 3 consecutive Irish amateur championships in men's snooker. Turned pro in 2006. In his second event, he got the last 48 of the UK Championships. Marcus Campbell beat him 9 frames to 8 as a 17-year-old.
I got to meet Marcus actually a couple of years ago, the big Scot, and let him know I was from Canada, and started, dropping a few names, and then mentioned Tom Finstead, and he pretty much bolted out of his chair. He was like, "How's Tom doing these days?" He couldn't believe it because him and Tom had some good battles.
Yeah. Marcus is a class lad. A great time for Marcus when it was on the tour. Very jolly. Great player, solid player. Great pot.
1.
He won a PTC, Marcus did. Not sure where he won it. I think it might have been Germany. I could be wrong there. Definitely won one. There's been some great professionals over the years.
3.
Actually, Marcus played Ronnie O'Sullivan on Ronnie O'Sullivan's comeback in 2013 in the first round of the
4.
Cruise. The Rocket defeated him 10 frames to 4. Proceeded to beat Ali Carter, Stuart Bingham, Judge Trump, and Barry Hawkins in the 2013 route. But it was the Scotsman from Glasgow that he played in the first round. Davey looking good here.
7.
Hello to you, Albert Kenny. Thanks for the kind words. We're doing all right over here in Ireland. Obviously, Rodney didn't have to travel too far, but all these Irish friends are making me feel at home. It certainly has been a great tournament. Good standard.
Davy Morris 7.
On that praise, he just breaks down. Gonna have a reprieve at least with black and blue on the left cushion.
One.
That's using your body.
I think he was looking for a banana, which he did, but I think not as much with the cue ball.
As well, it's been a bit, Albert Kenny. Looking forward to catching you up at the Embassy Open in San Gabriel, California. It's a nice big event. 10,000 American dollars to the winner. That runs from November 16th to 20th. Not sure if the field is full yet. Reach out to Stephen Wong at Embassy Billiards if you want to get into that great championship.
That's a brilliant shot.
Trugalini 1.
Do you know, Dave, a lot of people would have took that pink on. But he's played a real disciplined but intelligent shot there. Took black out. I think he was expecting the snooker Davy as well. That's why he played that. Very impressed. Chip the red to the top cushion. Be looking for the line of the yellow and black here. I think he might have got the brown involved with the line. No. I think Davy can play it direct. In the 6th frame of the Brendan O'Donoghue-Sean Gray match, it's 13 points to 4.
We are in the 5th frame here with Davy Morris with a 31-point advantage.
Foul.
And 35 on the table, but it's going to be increased
Davy
a little
Morris,
bit with that foul.
7, free ball. Frame and match, Davy Morris.
Oh, and it all
4
collapsed
frames
there.
to 1, Davy Morris. Well done, Davy. Unlucky, Joe. Davy Morris tomorrow morning plays Michael Judge, semi-final.
That
Should be
will
a cracker.
Sounds great. And that will be starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow, 10 a.m. over here in Nenagh, Ireland. And then the finals is scheduled for 3 p.m. Irish time. So set your alarms for all that great action there. I think that's going to call it an evening here at day 4 of the Nenagh Open 2025. Just getting some notes from our streaming producer. Looks like we're probably going to go over actually to the Brendan O'Donoghue and Sean Gray.
We're not finished yet.
I guess not. Those Sunday roasts are going to have to wait.
Brendan looking for the flick here off the 2 reds up by the pink spot. No, he's changed the shot direction here. It's going to just lay on the red behind the black spot. Blue ball is getting in the line for the flick off the 2 reds. Sean Gray holding a 3-point lead, leading 16 points to 13 in this frame. Brendan changing his shots here. Going to lay on a red.
Yeah, winner of this will face Daniel Wormsley in our other semifinal match.
Gonna slide. Second cushion. Sean will be happy with a few fouls.
Albert Kennedy is reaching out, wondering what kind of cloths are being used, and these are the Lagerwin cloths. Seeming starting to make a name for themselves a bit on the amateur scene.
Yeah. We used them for Sacramento, didn't we, last March?
Correct.
Good cloth. Impressed with them this week. Good shot from Brendan there. I think I've ordered a cloth there. Off Andy. A lever in. fine effort from our two tournament organisers. Andy McCloskey winning the second tournament. Brendan O'Donoghue still involved in the quarterfinals.
Might be a bit bizarre if Brendan O'Donoghue takes the main event and Andy takes the second event.
There'll be some slagging.
Call it the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah. Right. Great shot there from Brendan. Even though he didn't get the white ball back, stuck to the bottom cushion. Left it awkward for Sean. The time is in Nenagh 10:39 p.m. And there's no one going home. Nenagh crowd is staying with this match, supporting his local champion, Brendan O'Donoghue, 7 times Irish amateur champion, against Northern Ireland international Sean Gray. Sean Gray's club, Blackstaff, won the All-Ireland Championships in 2024. Great win in Killarney, the All-Ireland Club Championships. A great club and popular winners. Good pass. Solid hit there. Played both aspects of the shot perfect there, didn't he? Pot and the safety. Even though he didn't get the position. Still controlling the table. He'll dictate to the next shot. That's a good shot. Blocked him off everything bar one. Maybe, no, actually two, from judging by the angle of what I'm looking at. The commentary booth. Great team player, Sean Gray. Also, Brendan is 12 Munster championships with New Institute and 5 All-Ireland team championships. Countless interprovincial titles with Munster. 3 home international titles with Republic of Ireland in the men's category. Humdinger for team player and great captain. Stalwart of the Irish game. Good strike. Didn't get the line.
Yeah, Sean's got a long red into the top right corner. Dangerous to take on at this stage of the match, trailing 3-2.
I think Sean will play a safety here. I think he will look for a big yellow. Maybe I'm wrong. I just see half ball red down by the black spot. Foot over the black spot. No, he sees a different shot, and I think it's the pink he's going by. Clipping off side cushion, top cushion, and back down. Great line. Perfect shot. A home dinger. Got the clip, but not on the side he was wanting. He was wanting to hit left hand side of that ball, of that red. He struck it on the right side. Hence the reason left Sean an easy chance. Sean 12 points ahead. Was involved this afternoon, early this afternoon, in a 7-frame classic with Joel Connolly. But this, and he looks like he's going very close to a 3-all decider here. Still a lot of work to do. Has to mind his work. He'll be disappointed with that cue ball. Didn't quite get through get the action he was requiring.
Yeah, this is definitely missable.
Lovely pot there. I was concentrating on Sean's head there. Kept it dead still, which you have to do in the crunch moments. He's not backing off. He's going for the blue and the yellow bag.
Oh, he flukes it into the green. What a result that was.
How pivotal will that be?
12.
I was just mentioning Sean's previous match 2 minutes ago with Joel Connolly, but the style of this match, totally different. 2 experienced campaigners. Joel likes getting on with the game
13.
and opening up the balls and break building. But Sean won't be getting that luxury this evening. Had to fight for everything. Sometimes you fall into patterns with your opponents, but he's played 2 totally different styles here today. Coped with both of them well. He'll be disappointed with that cue ball though. All the room in the world. Shay's going in behind the yellow here. Lovely shot.
Gray, 20.
Ooh. Just noticing there today, the cloth and the ball not quite going the way it was the first day or two of the tournament. Can happen. Oh, that's not actually bad. No, Sean can clip it. I thought you snookered on that red. Sean, 32 points to the good. Beautiful shot. That was very tough to judge. Played it with bottom and side. Great length.
Avoided the blue as well. Everything was working there.
Brilliant shot. Great response.
Playing a shot to nothing, Rodney here. That red's just above and left of the black.
I don't think he went for that. I think he deliberately played the shot that he did. Because if he would have went for it, he would have came over to the right hand side and looked at the angle. I think it was pro safety. For the folks looking at home and interested in improving their shot selection, not a bad idea to watch these two lads. Wealth of experience through the years. Brendan played one season on the pro circuit on the 2009-2010 season. He was unlucky. It was the season before Barry Hearn came in. He was left with 6 professional tournaments to play in of the year. The previous regime, it would be fair to say, Snooker was down on his knees at the time. But the Barry Hearn days came in. Very important to remember that and recognise that.
Oh, he's left the red to left middle.
Yeah.
Sean Gray with a 32 advantage in this nervy 6th frame.
Pot that bit thin.
1.
Looking to place the white over where he's pointing his cue. So he's just going to follow through with the green. Won't make any attempt on getting the white ball closer. Just follow the line. Just making sure of his points.
4.
An international flavour tonight on this table. A Northern Ireland man, a Republic of Ireland man, and an American. Originally from Holland. Ernest. Got one of the results of the tournament, has to be said, one of the upsets of the tournament. The Irish number 1, Ryan Cronin.
5.
4 frames to 2. Brilliant result. In the group stages on a Thursday. Sent shockwaves through the tournament.
It sure did. Had to use all the pocket there.
Yeah. I
8.
thought for 1 second he had missed that. 40 points ahead, 51 on the table. Just this red and black. To leave Brendan O'Donoghue needing snookers.
Nine.
Lovely attitude Sean has to the game. Sees it right, plays it right, but lovely manner as well as a person. Very important to have a good manner
16.
at a match play table. You can be professional on the table, but you have to also have a good manner off it, win or lose. Good shot.
Right, 16.
48 points the difference. 43 on the table. And Chinese snookers.
Oh, that's gone wrong. There's a thin cut for this red into the yellow pocket, but it is there. We just got to be mindful queuing over the red.
Three frames all, a concession from Brendan O'Donoghue into the cider.
And Brenda's have enough, so 3-3. Now we're going to have 3 Irishmen in the semifinals, or just 2. Time will tell, and we'll be right back with frame 7. handshakes are had, and we're set to go.
7th and final frame. Brandon to break.
Brendan O'Donoghue getting us set to go with the breakoff shot here.
Something very interesting for the viewers, especially the snooker community. Brendan O'Donoghue with the break-off as a youngster, and he won the 2003 Irish Amateur Championships in the men's. He used to break off playing ball for years, just 2 cushions. And there was nothing wrong with his break-off. And then it's only lately, not lately, but maybe the last 20 years, that he's done the standard break-off. But for years, he used to break off playing ball. Tony Jones was the only professional I knew that used to break off playing ball. I'm sure there was other players that used to do it. But very few I remember, like of the top of the standard of the likes of Brendan and Tony Jones. Just when Brendan was breaking off, just a bit of useless information for people, especially the snooker community.
Knowledge is power, Rodney. Any information is good stuff. All you're looking for is that one chance in a decider.
Yeah.
We've seen some impressive stuff. Did Brendan recently, earlier today, have a century in his deciding frame?
That's right. Was this 116, 118 against myself in the deciding frame, the 7th frame? Oh, that was a bit thin. All night since we've come to this game, he's played good safeties. That's probably the worst one he's hit. Might be a touch lucky that the green ball is getting involved in Brendan's in Brendan's bridge. Might have to do a contorted bridge here. Might refuse it. Yes. Sean would be probably, if you're putting the green, let's say he's gonna put the white in the center of the bottom cushion from the length of the green to the right hand cushion, if that makes sense. Little bit hard, but definitely the area I was thinking. Oh, great pot. Seen him eyeing it up. I wasn't expecting him to go for that. Just must fancy this. Sometimes you do that. Beautiful shot.
Was the split.
Lovely pot. Is he on the one in the on the center of the tree to the
Touching ball.
bottom left-hand pocket? Not sure. I don't think so. Not from,
8.
judging by his reaction. Touching ball. Still looking at that red. Into what we would deem number 2 bag. Difficult shot this. No natural runoff because obviously the red by down in bulk. I think that's all he could do.
Brandon, 8.
Sean will split these two, not split them, but come in and sandwich the white ball, I would imagine, with the tip-tap shot here. The two nearest reds. Can't see him touching into the cluster of 4. Maybe there's a way out. Would have thought the 2 reds wouldn't be going anywhere near that cluster 4. Maybe I'm wrong. Good touch. Has he left the right hand red?
Certainly looks close.
I think he's left that. Oh, he'd be annoyed with himself if he's left that. Hence the reason I was explaining sandwiching the white with the 2 reds, because he was never going to leave nothing on with them 2 reds. Beautiful shot. Even though he got left on, that still had to be negotiated with a good tune. Sean will be like an antichrist for himself with that one. Don't give easy points away in deciders.
7.
It's definitely there for Nina's very own Brandon O'Donoghue.
8.
Lovely shot. And that red previously that he went
15.
into the pack, is that a factor on the bottom left? As we see of the little 2 ball. No, he's looking, he's not on it again. He's looking for this red in the middle. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
16.
Got himself out of trouble there. With the greatest of ease, has to be said.
It's like he was just taking a walk in the park.
Yeah. Didn't make too much of a meal of it.
23.
Didn't get down too fast either. Just looked at it, see what he would leave.
And everything's still just his backhand. It's moving, swinging on a pendulum.
24.
And don't forget, it's 11 minutes past 11.
Is it time to make a wish?
It's been a long day. been in the club since maybe
31.
8:30 this morning, maybe 8:45, brushing tables and overseeing everything for the 10 o'clock session.
32.
Known Brendan for years. I have to say, it's a funny statement, but I'm going to say he's improving as a snooker player. Oh, he wasn't happy with that, but yeah, he's still on it.
37.
Looks comfortable enough on it. Maybe he thought the white ball was going to slide down. Oh, he caught that 10.
38.
Good break. 38.
Didn't get the cannon, but be those two reds or a plant.
43.
No, I don't think so. And he wouldn't risk it anyhow because he's gone into the cluster of the little two red pack. If it was a plant, I think he might destroy it in the sense of running off it. And that's what he's done. And see how clever that
Bernard
shot
O'Neill,
is.
43.
He's played red into the cluster of three, but not opening them. He's basically saying to Sean, you want them balls open, you do it yourself. Closing down the situation, which you have to do. As I was saying in our previous game, for match players looking in and wanting to develop their tournament game with Joe Delaney and Davy Morris, great looking at these matches for shot selection. Learn so much. Sean will be going for this up to the yellow ball pocket.
Oh, a little wide.
That was tough. Because he knew he was always leaving this red down at the bottom of the 4 into the right hand black pocket. One good shot. Brendan 51 ahead. Here red's left plenty of points still on table.
Ooh, can't pull the trigger on that one.
I think the red he's looking at here and get the cannon on the yellow on the left hand side, he'd leave Brendan with a major problem, but they're getting the touch. Maybe not even get the cannon, but definitely stick the white ball on the left hand side. I don't like this shot because I think he's going to give Brendan the advantage. He's going to stick the white. That mightn't have turned out too bad if he's got the line. He's been extremely fortunate though. There's no way he's played that red near there. So if that red runs off safe, Brendan still has that screw back with a bit of side. He might have put the red, so Brendan was always getting a shot ahead of him. Sean. He's looking at this individual red, has he? Brilliant shot. And good white. Oh, just ran on.
Still got a ball
One.
color. Nice to get rid of those reds.
Green ball.
Ooh.
Is that red open to the left, or is it
One.
blocked by the ref to the left of it?
For what I'm seeing in the commentary, I'm judging Sean's reaction. No. He's not on it. He's going to have to go up to the yellow ball pocket for one of those reds. Is there a plant up to the yellow ball pocket? Definitely a singular red.
It's there.
Great pass.
One.
Great. He left a great white ball in case he missed it. He wasn't leaving Brennan anything easy. This pink has to be cued. Will he play it? I think it's the time to go for it. He could play a pool shot here. It's Rosie the pink. Don't actually. If it goes in, oh, he's
Pink ball.
playing. Oh, he's touching in. Good idea.
Sean Gray. One.
Just a little
Yeah,
too much adrenaline pumping.
yeah, it's hard to get.
Decider.
I've noticed that the whole week with my own game, it's hard to get as we say, the stitch on the snooker stitch being very close. Tables are running very fast. Brendan could go for this. Maybe play the top red and safety. I think that was the more intelligent shot. Great rate, weight of white. Brendan with the advantage. Not talking about the scoreboard. Sean will have to respond with a good safety. Clip of pot. I think he's clipping the left hand side here. Good clip. Not easy. Negotiate a route. Safety. Doesn't want to open up green or pink. Might have to. That's a good shot. He might, it looks back home with the viewers, he's going to be short, but it's still a good shot. Green and pink is still safe. Sean still has the pot, excellent pot here to get in. Sean has a natural half ball safety here off the centre red. flick aside, come in behind the blue. Off 3 cushions. Oh, he's gone for it. Great pass.
1.
He left it all on the line there. They missed it. It might have been the end. Intelligent player, Sean. Mixture of great safety, but still good long power. Plays at a lovely tempo. Slightly underhit that.
6.
Wanted maybe a ball and a half more down on position.
That's like that red covers the black into the same top pocket where he's taking this red.
That will be interesting now if that black can go. If his rook will be easier if the black can go on the bottom, the left hand pocket as we see it. If it doesn't, might have to risk a cannon on the green.
Oh, and he's missed the red. It took his mind off the pot.
Sean,
He was
6.
trying to concentrate on a cannon on the red to knock out the green. His concentration was more on the cannon, I feel. And it just shows you the difference. Remember I was saying to you, he was ball and a half short. With it. Not that pot was, but it just gets to the stage of ball and a half more of a roll. And he doesn't miss that pot. Brendan going back up for the
1.
blue. He's done well there. Many would have played pink there.
He's on the right side of it, so
He might just roll this blue in. No, it looks like he's playing proper position with the red. No, that was difficult shot for positional shot. He was trying.
6.
Play this in the middle.
oh, that was his frame ball too.
Brendan Darnew,
He's playing
6.
pink there. 51 points to the good, 59 on the table. But still, Sean has that chance.
True. How many more twists and turns do we have in this decider?
6.
58 points to 7.
Ow.
Missed
They
it
left
under.
it thin.
Yeah.
This does not look good for the Northern Irishmen.
One.
Even though Sean needs a snooker, Brendan will be wary of. Still be wanting to pot this green just to make doubly sure to get on the next red.
Oh, jeez.
Not quite over yet,
Brendan,
even
one.
though he's 52.
It's nervy
In
there in this
favour.
decider.
Actually, not a bad leave, even though Sean should pot this red, because he ain't getting back down for the black. He will have to take brown or blue. Blue, I would imagine.
Big blue here to keep his hopes alive.
Ooh. Just made sure the blue.
6.
Too close for comfort.
46 behind. I think he might. Thought he might have played the red over to the other red. The red beside the pink over to the side cushion red. Took a chance. Good shot.
Sean, 6.
Great white.
$46 in it and 43 on the table. Just the one snooker.
He could come off the cushion, but he wants. I'm sure he wants to hit the red direct off the top cushion and lay on this red. Oh, he's done well there.
I was going to flick to. That last red that was on the side. Was it glued to the cushion? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. He's done really well there to hold that white. Got a lot of action. It's a great shot. Oh, I can see what Sean was thinking there.
Yeah, at least get that red down near the black.
He was trying to, let's say, give a Filipino kick the way the Filipinos will kick the N9 ball pool. Didn't quite get the second cushion before kind of caught cushion and ball at the simultaneously.
We can't get the red.
This is dangerous times now for Brendan.
Yeah, if he got that red, it would look like handshakes to me.
This is game on now. If Sean can get position on this black. Oh.
1.
That flick just might have spoiled the party a bit.
Yeah. On the black, but not as nice as he wants. He's going to go away from the red hair. Is he going to do Judge Trump on us and play black around the pot black, and if he misses the brown? I think he is. Yes. Oh.
8.
I think he can play red into pink here and spin the right around, get the pink back into action. He might get the snooker, but he'll get a better table. Is he going for the red direct? Only Sean knows. He was asking a lot there. I think I would have been bringing the pink in to play and leaving the red safe. Not guaranteeing yourself a snooker, but giving yourself another life. 38 the difference. Good red. That's a good shot.
As the crowd did enjoy it. Sean's got to feed off that noise and enemy territory, the underdog.
doesn't want that red to squeeze by the pink. I think there is a gap, though. Looking for the faintest of contacts. Oh, hit a ticker. Intelligent.
Oh, so close to taking this frame and match. How many lives do you have, Sean?
Oh, he did not want that.
1.
No, he has the pot. Maybe he can pot the green, but he'll need an extra snooker. He might go for a cut blue into the center bag, or maybe a cut pink. Maybe you take his medicine and just go for the green. An unwanted fluke there. At the moment, 37 behind. If you don't pot a colour, you will need 3 4-point fouls. One for the green.
Ball.
Taking his medicine.
Oh, doesn't go.
Sean Gray, 1.
She alluded to Rodney, now needs the 3 snookers. Looks like actually a woman left the auditorium. She can't handle the drama. So tense.
He's got the pink out. I think Brendan should put the yellow over the left-hand corner pocket here. Run the right white up the bulk. No, playing safe. Keeping distance.
Or pot in too.
Oh, he's potted it.
What? Chance for a fluke.
Okay, pass.
Range definitely should seal the deal.
And I would imagine
I don't think
that
Sean's
relieves
gonna
Brendan
come back.
O'Donoghue.
5.
It was nervy, but he's pulled out the goods in this deciding frame. And
Well
there
done.
it is. Doesn't let a fish out, but handshakes there. Brendan O'Donoghue takes that deciding frame and wins this match 4-3. He's going to be put himself into the semifinals tomorrow. That will start at 10 a.m. Irish time, 10 a.m. So that's going to do us. Brendan gets a nice big hug from his daughter out there on the table. What a sight to see. Fantastic stuff. So we're down to 4 players left. That's it for day 4 here. Rodney, any final thoughts on today?
Some great snooker there early in the afternoon. A lot of 4-3s, 4-2s. Great again tonight. Going to be some action there tomorrow. 2 great semi-finals. Mick plays Davey. Daniel plays Brendan. Let's get it on.
Sounds excellent. So for Rodney Goggins, this is David Burney from the Nenagh Open and the New Institute Snooker Club saying good night as the lights dim. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.